Hey guys, I know you have been waiting for this video from me. I'm trying to get it up as soon as possible, but haven't had time to film it. I'm filming it this way because I've got to do swatches and it's just going to be easier. But this is for the Kat Von D 10-year anniversary collection. I had to control myself. I didn't buy everything. I will first show you the new signature brow pencil. Sorry, I have my window open. There's a truck driving by. The brow collection came out, I want to say like a week and a half, 2 weeks before the 10-year anniversary collection came out. And she has a whole bunch of brow pomades in every color you could imagine. And she also has the powders, but I'm not too keen on getting the brow powder. For one, I don't use brow powder that much anymore. And it's also got like a shimmer to it. Like, it just seems weird to me to put that in your eyebrows. But I did get one of the pencils. I got dark brown without, there's several different shades. So without swatching it, I kind of, without being able to see it in the store first, I'm always kind of weary of getting brow products. But I took a chance and I'm pretty sure I got a good color here. So this is dark brown. It's a very, very thin pencil. And it's kind of an odd shape and I don't know how well you're going to be able to see it. It is super duper thin, but it's also like oblong. So when you turn it, it's almost like a very thin oval shape. So it's not just a round tip. And that's pretty cool because you can use the thick side to fill in bigger spaces and then the thin edge to draw like actual, you can use the thick side, I cannot talk, to fill in bigger spaces, and then the thin edge to draw like, it's so thin you can get like individual hairlines. So the only thing I don't like is that it's not incredibly smooth. And like, I haven't been using it that long, but I've been using exclusively the ColourPop eyebrow pencil since they came out, actually, in the color Dope Taupe. That's the one I always get. I've been through so many of them. It glides on nicely. It lasts me a couple of months before I need to replace it with a new one. And that's just my go-to brow pencil. But they don't, like, Dope Taupe is almost the right color for me. I need a color that's in between the Dope Taupe one and the Bang & Brunette one, and they don't have that. So, I mean, this is like the perfect color, but I wish it was softer, because it kind of wants to like drag and skip in your brows, and it's not as creamy as I would like it to be. So that's my only complaint with it. It does stay on, like this is gonna stain now, and I shouldn't have colored this many lines because I need to swatch the palette. But yeah, I'm not super impressed with the brow pencil. Like, I will continue to buy my $5 or $6, whatever it is, ColourPop one, because that's just a better fit for me. But it takes some massive scrubbing to get it off. Like, I don't have makeup remover, I just have a baby wipe here, so makeup remover works, but now my hand's gonna be all red for the swatching. So the first thing that I got, you know how obsessed I am with highlighters, I had to get the Metal Crush highlighter. Now, apparently she's coming out with more of these. It's just called Extreme Highlighter in the color Gold School. All her packaging for the 10-year anniversary collection is gold. She has a gold lipstick, a gold brush set. She has like a big train case thing that's super expensive. It's all gold. So this is a really cool compact. It's probably not going to show up nicely because this is super metallic, so the lights are going to want to reflect off of it and everything. But everything's gold, says Metal Crush. And it's got a nice big mirror inside. This color is absolutely gorgeous. It's a white gold. And it's just super like multi-dimensional. Hopefully you can see all that shimmer. Now, this doesn't swatch the way that I thought it would, so it looks like it's going to be like this white pigment with gold sparkle in it, but it's like, it's a lot like her highlighter palette that I didn't really like because it's super insanely glittery. So as you can see, there's not that much white to it. I can see why she made it this way, because this is going to be like useful for every skin tone. See how see-through it is? Like if it actually had the white base like it looks like it does, it would show up very ashy on darker skin tones. So I understand why it was made that way, but it's so glittery. Like you can see that, like all the gold that you see on my hand, it's tiny micro glitters. So I mean, it's gorgeous, and I like this kind of color like every now and then, but I hope that when she makes like her entire line of highlighters that there are more wearable ones, because this is definitely not a everyday highlighter for me. I love blinding highlights, I just wish it was a little bit toned down, I guess you could say. And there's another car going by. So very pretty. Even when you blend it out more, you can see that's a little bit better, like wearability wise. I will say I like this better than the was it called the Metal Crush palette? The highlighter palette that came out with 3 highlighters in it. It's kind of the same formula, but those were like incredibly glittery to me. This one is, to me, more wearable than those were, so that's why I wanted to pick it up. I liked that it was white gold. I didn't see any swatches or any reviews of it or anything, so I don't know. It's super pretty. Not an everyday highlighter, but definitely gorgeous. So that is the Metal Crush Gold School highlighter. And then the thing I'm super excited about, this is the 40-year anniversary eyeshadow palette. So this is like a big gold bar. This is the box that it comes in. It's got all the colors on the back. Let me open this up. And then it's got a cardboard sleeve inside to help during shipping so it doesn't bust or anything. The back of it, this is very metallic too, so I mean this packaging picks up fingerprints like crazy. You can probably see that. And then the front has some really nice artwork on it. And it's got her signature like engraved on there. And then it's got a really big mirror inside, which is always nice. Doesn't have any plastic on it actually. Usually these things always have plastic, but this is what it looks like. Very nice color selection, very nice selection of finishes. It's just all around really pretty. I am not going to swatch this with a brush because I've noticed lately her eyeshadows don't want to tend to pick up on, they pick up on the brush, but they don't really want to swatch unless you have a sticky base, and I feel like it's, every time I do that and I'm saying how nice the shadows are, I get like a few comments that are like, they look like crap, they swatch like crap when I do brush swatches, because they just, brush swatches do not do these shadows justice. So I'm just gonna do finger swatches. I'm gonna show you most of them, well, they all actually are named after people, because Kat, if you follow the Kat Von D Beauty YouTube channel, she did her 10 muses for the 10-year anniversary, so like 10 people that she's inspired by and everything. So a lot of their names are what the eyeshadows are named after. So, ugh, I got this all dirty now. The first one is Adele. This one is a deep chocolate brown. We'll see how many we can swatch before I need to wipe my hand off here. The next one is Malice. And this is like a terracotta shade. This one's also a matte. It's like an orangey terracotta. Then we have Ashley. This is a brighter orange. This one's also a matte. It was like a tangerine color, I guess is a better explanation. Gina is a warm yellow, almost like a mustard. That one's also a matte shade. There's a lot of mattes in here. Then we have Egypt. This is a crazy metallic yellow gold. Very awesome. Super reflective. Then we've got Sylvia. This is another matte shade, kind of like a yellowish cream. I really want to get this entire top row on my hand here. So this one is Lala. This one's a matte olive shade. I'll put that one right here. And then the last one is Lefar, I don't know how to pronounce that. That's Kat Von D's husband's name. I honestly didn't know she got married again until I saw her, the Muse video about him. But this is a metallic, I'm gonna call it an emerald. It's got like a hint of teal to it, but it's more of an emerald green to me. That's a really pretty shade. It's probably my favorite one in this palette besides this one. So that is the entire top row. We have Melanie. This is a matte pink toned cream. It's like a very, very pale baby pink. You can barely even see it on my skin because I'm super pale. Then we have Alexandra. This is sort of like a metallic peach base with an iridescent pink to it. That one's really pretty as well. Then we've got Nancy, and this one's like a matte tan. We have Catherine. Actually, it says Catherine with a tiny 2 next to it, so like Catherine squared. And this one's like a light iridescent purple. It's got pink sparkles in it. Super duper pretty. Then we've got Kelly. This color is so pretty. This is like a purple, a really deep purplish brown with a teal duochrome to it. You can definitely see that crazy color shift. And then Sarah is a matte grayish taupe. Actually, it's more gray than anything, and out of the entire palette, this is the only one that doesn't have as much pigmentation as I would like. Then we have Carolyn. This is a matte teal, like a matte deep teal shade. Put that one right there. And the last shade in the palette is called Chad. And this is a matte royal blue shade. Look at that, crazy blue. This is like the blue eyeliner that my mom loved in the 80s. So that is the second row. I really like the color selection of this palette. Aside from like, what was it called? The Mi Vida Loca palette that she did a couple years ago for the holidays that had like every shade you could ever want. I think this has the best color selection out of any of her other palettes. Aside from that one, like I said. But that one was like super limited. It was so hard to get, and I know whenever I like show it, people get angry that if they only had it in stock for like a very short amount of time and then you couldn't get it anymore. So I don't know how long this palette is going to be around, but I definitely recommend picking it up if you have been eyeballing it, because her stupid limited edition palettes always sell out. I shouldn't say stupid because I buy every single one of them, so I'm the stupid one. But yeah, really pretty. Absolutely love this color and this color. Those are like very unique shades to my eyeshadow palette collection, but like altogether, definitely a standalone palette. You've got that cream highlight shade, you've got plenty of transition matte shades, and just enough metallic pops of color, so it's a super gorgeous palette. Very glad that I decided to get it. I hope you guys enjoyed my little review and swatch fest here, and I'll talk to you next time.